So today we are going to talk about one of the most used siege defense currently in Summoners War, which is the Khmun, Vigor, and Skogul. So let's get right into it. Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. First of all, before we start on anything, I want to say thank you for stopping by and watching my videos. I'm happy to see that my channel is slowly but surely growing. I really appreciate it, and I hope that you guys can like this video and subscribe if you already haven't. Anyways, like I said in the intro, I'll explain how to build Khmun, Vigor, and Skogul for siege defense. So currently I have my Khmun, Skogul, Vigor up. I'm not going to show you the stats yet. I'm going to show it to you. I'm going to show it to you after we go through the explanation. So we all know that Khmun, Vigor, and Skogul is being used in every high siege battle, right? In G1, G2, and G3. It was probably one of the most popular defenses in the siege tournament as well. And why is that? It's fairly simple. We all know that they are not Nat 5, so somewhat easy to obtain. But more importantly, they all have a crazy kit that seems better than even some Nat 5s. Well, I can't say for all three, but for Khmun and Vigor, some people could argue that their kit is better than some particular Nat 5s. So let's talk about each unit, on how to build them, the turn order, and we can also discuss why they're OP. So first term should be Vigor. We know that this unit is simply a monster. When it came out, some people didn't know, or people didn't know right away. But as some people started using him in RTA, and he was just too good. This unit has a heal, a crit resist buff, a speed buff, a heal block, an incredible base speed, right, which is crazy. I think it's like 119 or something like that. We can see when we look at the stats, but it's incredible base speed. And finally, it has a 3-turn, right, a 3-turn defense break. That's crazy. This unit should be going first to use a skill 2, speed and crit resist buff. By doing this, the defense have some safety net from being cleaved by Copper and Bulldozer. If the Vigor gets a lucky proc, right, he can even land a defense break to the opponent's unit, which the Khmun can finish off. I'm pretty sure you know that the runes should be Vile from what I said before, and the subset should be Will in case the opponent outspeeds and tries to control your units. Speed HP is optimal, but you can go speed crit damage HP if you can get enough HP with the substats. Vigor should be fast. To be safe, I think at least 250 speed, so that you do outspeed the Imasetti, which is a lot easier with the Khmun lead. And why I say Imasetti is because it is very commonly used with the Copper Bulldozer cleave. So second turn should be Khmun. Khmun is also a very good unit for siege. He has a shield from his passive, which is really good. He has a heal block, and finally a 24 speed lead for guild battles. And this is why Khmun is so popular in many defenses. So build multiple Khmuns. I have 2 right now. I am in the process of making another, but yeah, make multiple Khmuns. Like I said before, if Khmun lands a defense break, Khmun can finish off that unit, especially if he's on a crit damage build because he hits like a truck. By having Khmun, the opponent can bring in Lucian cleaves, right? Because if they fail to kill Khmun, which is very possible because obviously Khmun is fire and Lucian is wind, so the chance of glancing is very high. So if they fail to kill off the Khmun, he has the potential to solo the opponent. Also, it just simply gets hard to kill off other units if the Khmun is alive due to his passive. Khmun should also be on a Vile build with Will in case the opponent takes the first turn. Again, apart from the Copper Bulldozer cleave, there's also another way to beat this defense, which is bringing the same team into the defense, right? Another Khmun, Skogul, Vigor. But if their Vigor is faster, they're gonna target the Khmun, right, using the Vigor, defense break it, and finish it off using their Khmun. So you start off the battle without a Khmun. Yeah, a common reason why this team loses is because the opponent outspeeds and brings in an Elucia, which is very common, to control, or a Vigor to defense break and kill off your Khmun first. The optimal build for Khmun is speed crit damage HP, or HP crit damage HP, or finally speed HP HP. if you don't want to go the crit damage route. Last turn should be Skogul, and Skogul is also a very good unit. But out of the 3 units, Skogul is the least controversial Nat 4. No one really thinks he is like OP. That is why we see a variation on this 3rd slot, and now there seems to be a lot more Molly replacing Skogul because Vigor and Khmun can output so much damage anyways. But nonetheless, he is good, and everybody could get him pretty easily. And because he does so much damage that ignores defense, with only 1 stat in the game, which is HP. His passive also makes him uncomfortable to touch when he has his rock up, so the opponent needs to make a tricky decision whether or not to kill this guy or to attack this guy, and if they fail to do so, it could cost them the game. He should be ruined on Vile Will, or Vile Broken, or Vile Endure with a lot of resistance, right? He could be so the subset could be anything, but if it's not on Will, he should have a lot of resistance and 100% preferably. If you can get Vile Will plus a lot of resistance, that's the best. The optimal build is HP, and nothing else. You really want 3 HP slots on him, for 246. But sometimes there are players that ruin Skogul with HP defense, so I'm not saying that in that particular order. They just have a defense slot 2, 4, or 6 to use it as a copper trap, because Copper Bulldozer is still a very effective offense for this defense by making the Skogul not copperable. The chances of the Copper Bulldozer cleave working is close to 0%. So now we're going to look at my defense and see how it's doing. I'll also explain why I think my defense is currently losing. So here's my defense, and I'll show you my Vigor first, which is taking first turn. So my Vigor is on Violent Will, and you can see it's on Speed, HP. So it's close. It has a speed that's close to 250, a little higher than 250. It has a good amount of defense. I guess I have to say it's kind of low on the HP. Also has a good amount of attack, but that is good because Vigor's damage actually scales off attack as well. You can see that good amount of crit rate. I also try to pull as much crit damage as I can, and I also have good amount of accuracy to land my defense break. With my artifacts, I did the speed increasing effect. Well, I just put the best that fits the best from what I have. So you can see that it has additional damage by HP and speed increasing effect, and it's a HP main stat. For this one is a defense main stat. I got this skill 3 accuracy on him because I really want him to land that defense break, and again additional damage by HP. These skill 1 stuff is a plus, right? Because his skill 1 does heal block and it does damage. So that's my Vigor. So I think my Vigor is fine right now, but like I said, I got a lot of new runes that I could upgrade my units. So I will definitely be making updates if I can in the next rune removal. So that's my Vigor, which I think is not the problem. The next turn should be Khmun, but here's one problem. First of all, my Khmun is on Violent Blade. So we already know that the subset is off, right? It should be on Violent Will. Because really, even with even my Vigor being 250 speed, with the Khmun lead, it is very easy for the opponent to outspeed. So it should really be on Will, but again at that time I didn't have the runes for it, so currently it's on Violent Blade. It's on HP, crit damage, HP, and here comes the second issue, is that it's really slow, right? The speed is not even over 200. So that's bad. Everything else, the crit rate is okay, the crit damage is okay, the HP is okay, but that's a given because it is on a HP slot too. But we can see that it is slow and it's not on Will. So the issue that it's slow and it's not on Will. So the artifacts for this is I have some good artifacts. Damage received from water minus 16%. I think this really helps. The other stats don't really correlate with his kit. But yeah, I guess it's a plus, right? Damage received from light. I don't know what light unit will really go for the Khmun, but so I really went for that this first line, damage received from water minus 16, and the HP main stat. This other one, The defense is the main stack, and I went for the damage, right? The life drain helps because he does life drain using his skill 2. Skill 2 crit damage plus 18, I think this is great. He does a lot of damage using his skill 2, and he is on a crit damage build. Skill 2 accuracy, that's a wasted stat. And then skill 1 crit damage is also a very good stat because his skill 1 also hits hard. But you can see that it's not fully skilled up, so it's gonna do a lot less damage. This is my Khmun, probably one of the weaker links in this team. Reason why that my team might be losing a little. And finally my Skogul, which is another weak link. You see here, it is on Will. I do have a good amount of resistance, not too high, but still over 50%. It's on Violent, but the HP is not 50k. Really, I think Skogul should be at least 50k HP, but you can see that mine is not. So that's the 2 weak links. It's on HP, HP, HP. So I am missing some grinds here for the speed, so I could get it to close to 200 speed, and I think that's the minimum it should be. It should be at least a 200 speed Skogul. But really right now, what is this? A 176 Skogul, really slow, another weak link, and also the HP is fairly low, being a HP Skogul. For the artifacts, I went for this defense artifact. I just gave what I left. I'm not really farming artifacts right now because I'm really happy with the B12 dungeons. So I really want to upgrade my runes. So my artifacts are kind of lacking. But here we do have less damage from water, less damage from fire, less damage from dark. You can see I just did +9 to this. And then this one here is a HP artifact, HP main stat. I just put what I had. I think I just went for the main stat. But he does get more defense as he gets lower. Skill 1 accuracy, it does work. He does push back in skill 1, push back attack bar. And then he get more speed as he gets lower. I think that's a plus. And damage received under inability. So I guess these all help, but it's not the best, right? So that's my Skogul. So if you look at the log, it's still getting some wins. So it still has over a 50% win rate. You can see it has 11 wins and 8 losses. So yeah, that's my Khmun Vigor Skogul. So that was it for how to build Khmun Vigor Skogul. But before I end the video, I want to talk about my last siege video. For people who didn't watch it, I'll put a card right here, right in this video, so you guys can see what happened. But long story short, I got wrecked by Khmun Orion Miho defense multiple times in that one siege. So I will be making a video on how to make Khmun Orion Miho and how it works in G1 Siege. Like I said before, it definitely works better than Khmun Orion Yen, which is the current defense I have right now. But I got so tilted going against those Khmun Orion Mihos. I have a second Miho. I will be ruining it on Violent and see if I could run another Violent Miho team, and I will replace the Yen with the Miho, and we'll see how that works. So anyways, thank you for watching, guys. If there's anything else you guys would like me to do, please put a comment below. It will really help if you guys like the video, and if you haven't already, please subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you guys next time.